Hello and good afternoon my dear kids. Welcome back once again to this short tutorial video for class 7 students. And since we're doing the geometric portion and we have dealt with the basics of the triangles on the previous video, so in this video we'll be doing few sums regarding the triangles. Okay, so the first from the exercise 17a I have picked from question number 5. Okay, question number 5.1. So before this, the questions that is for question number 1, 2 and 3, those are all basics. I guess you can, I know that you can do that. Okay, they have simply asked about what are the types of triangles and all. Okay, like what happens in an isosceles triangle, what happens in equilateral triangle and all. Since we have discussed all those topics on the previous video, so I'll be doing a few sums regarding the regarding triangles in this video. Okay. So question number 5.1, as I have said you in the previous video as well, the figure plays a very important role, and the markings on the figure, that is the symbols on the figure, will try to tell you what type of triangle, what actually is about the figure, isn't it? So here what do I see here is, see, the figure is given as this, a triangle. We know that it's a triangle, isn't it? The sides are given as 5y, 3y plus 16, and one of the sides is missing. Okay, so one of the sides is missing. Okay, well and fine, but see, one mark on all the three sides. So what does this mean? One mark on all the three sides. This means it's an equilateral triangle, isn't it? All the three sides are equal. It's an equilateral triangle, isn't it? So we need to find the length of the sides. Remember, we need to find the length of the sides. So we know that now if I figure out one of the sides, all the three sides will be equal. I know that, isn't it? So two sides were given in two different terms, that is 5y and 3y. So that is what I have done here. See, since it's an equilateral triangle, I have written, since it's an equilateral triangle, so what do we know? That these two will also be equal, isn't it? So see, 5y is equals to 3y plus 16 because it's an equilateral triangle. Okay. Now what do I see here is, say again my concept went to linear equation, one variable again now, isn't it? See, that is why I said, see, every topic is important, the basics of every topic, because every topic will support one another. Okay, now what do we need to do? Variables on the left side as well as on the right side, so we need to sort it out, isn't it? So that is what I have done here. 3y I have taken to the left side, so positive goes to left side, becomes minus negative. 5y minus 3y will give you 2y. On the right hand side we got 16. Now 2 and y 2 goes to other side, divide 16, isn't it? So y equals to 16 divided by 2, that is, we got our answer as 8. Now remember, we got the value of y. 8 is not the side of the side of one of the sides of this triangle. Remember that. Okay, because the sides were given as 5y and 3y plus 16, isn't it? Now the easy one is 5y. We know the relation between the constant and the variable as well. What is the relation between constant and variable? It's multiplication, isn't it? It's multiplication. So I have substituted the value of y in here. See? Therefore, 5y equals to 5 into y, that is equals to 40. Okay, we got one of the sides as 40. Now I know that all the sides are 40, so let's just cross check it whether my answer is correct or not, because we got another side also in terms of variables, isn't it? So I got another side as 3y plus 16. Now we know the relation between 3 and y, constant variable, is a multiplication. So 3 into, I got the value of y is 8, so I have substituted 8 in here. See, the value of y, 3 into 8 plus 16, so 3 times is 24, so 24 plus 16 gives me to 40. So now I'm confirmed with all the three sides as 40, because this side wasn't given, but we know that according to the symbol it's an equilateral triangle with all the three sides equal, so obviously this side is also going to be 40, isn't it? So 40, 40 and 40 will be the sides of this triangle. Okay, that's what we needed to find, isn't it? We need to find the side length of the sides. Okay, it's known as 40 units. If the your unit is not given, we'll just simply write 40 units. Okay, 40 units. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So here what do we have in the next one is, now see, let's first look at the figure. So we got a triangle. Okay, now 2 marks. What does 2 mark means? So it's an isosceles triangle, simple. That means these two sides are equal, isn't it? See, because the third side doesn't have any mark. See, two sides with mark, similar mark, that is with one cut, that means these two sides are equal, and that makes this triangle as an isosceles triangle, isn't it? So, but see, we are given all the three sides are given represented with in terms of variables using variables, isn't it? Represented in terms of variables, and we need to find all the three sides as well. So so I've mentioned here, since it's an isosceles triangle, so now I know that these two sides are equal. So x, because see, the variable used was x, isn't it? See, on all the three sides the variable used was x. So first of all, what I need to find out? We need to find out the value for x, isn't it? So that is what I have done here. See, since it's an isosceles triangle, so x plus 3, 8, that is this side, will be equal to 2x plus 1.5. 2x plus 1.5. Now you know how to do it, isn't it? It's a linear equation, one variable. See, variable on one of the sides, on both the sides, constant term also on both the sides. So I have taken x to other side, so it's written 2x minus x, and I have taken 1.5 to the other side, so 1.5 is minus, so 3.8 minus 1.5. Now 2x minus x, you know, is x, isn't it? The coefficients will be subtracted. Remember, the coefficients will be subtracted. So x is equals to 2.3. Now remember, this x is represented in terms of the sides. It's not the length, length of any of the sides of the triangle. So since we need to find all the sides as well, so how we proceed? So therefore its sides are, see, one of the sides was given in terms of x as x plus 3.8, so x plus 3.8. Now here I have substituted the value of x, see, 2.3 out here. Now 2.3 plus 3.8 is 6.1, so 6.1. Now I know that this side will also be 6.1. Let's just cross check it, isn't it? Because these two sides are equal, remember, and this side will have different value, remember that, because it's an isosceles triangle, isn't it? So let's check it out. So the another side, equal side, was given as 2x plus 1.5, so 2x plus 1.5. So I have substituted the value of x in here again, 2.3. Now 2 into 2.3, relation between the constant and variable, multiplication, so multiplication, okay. Now 2 into 2.3 will give you 4.6. 4.6 plus 1.5, it is 6.1. See, we got two sides equal. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that my answer is correct as well, isn't it? Now let's go with the third side. So third side, it's represented with 3x plus 0.4. So 3x plus 0.4, so 3x, that is the relation between a constant and a variable, is multiplication. So 3 into 2.3 plus 0.4, 3 into 2.3 will give you 6.9. 6.9 plus 0.4, that is 7.3. So see, now in this way we got all the three sides of the triangles, that is 6.1, 6.1 and 7.3. Okay. And the unit was not given, so we'll simply write 6.1 units, 6.1 units and 7.3 units. Okay. Okay, now this sum, that is the next sum, we'll be dealing with the angles of the triangle. Interior angles, that interior angles. See, the terms, why I'm saying interior and exterior is because because we got two different properties, isn't it? For exterior we had different property, for interior we had different property. So see, that is why I said, first of all you need to learn the figure as well. Okay, the figure will try to tell you something and you have to know that what it's trying to tell you. Okay, so here what do I have is, I got a simple triangle with just all the three interior angles, and one of the interior angles is missing and it's written as represented in terms of x. See, now what do I know is, that is, see, according to angle sum property of a triangle. What do I know according to angle sum property of a triangle? If I add all the three interior angles, I'll get 180 degree, isn't it? So that is what I have done here. See, x plus 40 plus 80 equals to 180 degree. Now again it went to a linear equation, one variable. See, constant terms on the left side, 80 plus 40 is 120 degree, so 120 degree. Now I need to take 120 to the other side, so it goes to the other side, becomes minus, so x is equals to 60 degree, and this is how simply how we got the value of x. See, x equals to 60 degree. Now as soon as you wrote x equals to 60 degree, now what you can conclude here is, I hope you understood how we got the value of x. Okay, because this one was simple linear equation, concept of linear equation, isn't it? Now see, what you can conclude from here is the interior angles. Look at the interior angles, they are 40, 80 and 60. What we can call it as, see, we can, if the classification needs to be done on the basis of sides, then it can also be called as isosceles scalene triangle, isn't it? See, all the three unequal angles gives all the three unequal sides, isn't it? So it's all three unequal sides were scalene triangle. Also, all the three angles are acute angled, isn't it? See, 40, 80 and 60. At that time we can call it as acute angled triangle as well. Okay, we can call it as acute angled scalene triangle. Okay. Okay. So okay, for the next one, what we have here is for question number 3. Okay, we got a triangle. One of the angles is 108 degree, one of the angles is 22 degree, and one of the missing angle is C. Now what we know is, according to angle sum property, again the same thing, that is we are dealing with just the interior angles of the triangle. So according to angle sum property of a triangle, all the 3 angles, when we add them up, you will get 180 degree. So I have done the same thing. C plus 22 plus 108 equals to 180 degree. These two constant terms, so I have added them up. So 22 plus 108 gives me 130. 130 to the other side subtracts, so 180 minus 130 is 50 degree. Now we got the value of C as 50 degree, isn't it? Now again, this C, we got the value as 50 degree. Now again, what you can conclude from here, see, 50, 108, 22. That means 3 different angles. So 3 different angles means 3 different sides as well, isn't it? But one of the angles is greater than 90 degree. So what you can conclude from here? We can conclude that this triangle is in obtuse angled scalene triangle. Obtuse angled scalene triangle. Remember that. Okay, obtuse angled scalene triangle. Okay, the next for the next one we have here is, what we have here is, we are given with a triangle. See, and all the angles. So look at all the angles. It's denoted with X. Okay, if they have used just, if wherever you get in a figure, if they have used for all the angles, if they have used the same variable, that is why we cannot use same variable on a figure. Okay, we cannot use same variable on a figure if the angles are not equal. So what does it mean is, since they have used the 3 same variables, that means these 3 angles are equal. Okay, now what does it mean? These 3 angles equal means 3 equal angles means it's an equilateral triangle, isn't it? And this sum we have already done in previous video as well. I have done this one. Okay, so this one you will be doing. Okay, did you understand what did I just said? I said that you cannot use same variables to denote different angles. You cannot use same variables to denote different angles. Like for example, if this angle was your, suppose for example in this one, let's see, we couldn't have used angle C, the variable C as well as the variable C in here, because see, the measure of this angle is 50 degree and the measure of this angle is 22 degree, isn't it? No matter what happens, you couldn't have used C in here as well. Once you use one of the variables, that means it's gone. Okay, you may use different variable, but you cannot use C on the same figure. Okay, so that is our hint for this one, because they have used the same variable. That means all the 3 angles will be equal. So once we know that all the 3 angles are equal, all the 3 sides will also be equal. It's an equilateral triangle. So I know you can figure out how to find the angles of the triangle, because we have done this in the same sum in previous video as well. Okay, for those who couldn't, please go to the previous video as well. Okay, now here comes one exterior angle. See, exterior angle, isn't it? This one is exterior angle, isn't it? Now what we have learned from an exterior angle? So we learned that from the exterior angle property of a triangle, what we learned? We learned that an exterior angle will be equal to sum of its interior opposite angles. That's what we learned, isn't it? So that is what I have written here. See, according to exterior angle property of a triangle, according to exterior angle property of a triangle, X, that is exterior angle, will be equal to sum of its interior opposite angles. Sum of its interior opposite angles. So opposite angle is interior, opposite means interior, opposite are this one, isn't it? So X will be equals to 70 plus 35. So simple answer, X equals to 105 degree. Okay, so that is why the terms, see, you need to focus on the terms as well. Which ones are interior, which ones are exterior. Or you could have just simply say, from the figure itself, we could have figured out that X is an exterior angle, isn't it? Okay, okay. Now the next one we have here for question number 6 is, again, one of the exterior angles we got here. One of the interior angles is missing. Now see, what do I see here is exterior and opposite interior angles is given, and one of the interior angles is missing. So simple, the concept, that is the reasoning will be same. That is according to exterior angle property of a triangle, isn't it? So according to exterior angle property of a triangle, what do we know? That exterior angle will be equal to sum of its interior opposite angles. So that is what I have done here. See, 120 equals to 98 plus b. Now in linear equation, one variable with variable on one of the sides, constant also with the variable, and a constant on the other side. So all I need to do is sort them up, isn't it? So I have taken 90 to the other side, it becomes minus. So b equals to 120 minus 98. So simple, b equals to 22, and we are done here. See, unknown angle b, we got the value as 22. So we are done here. Okay. So the last sum for today here we have is a right angle triangle. See, as I've already said before as well, whenever you see this symbol, and even though it's 90 degrees not given, remember it's a right angle triangle. Okay, just because of this symbol. A right angle triangle with two interior angles. Now see, what I know is we don't have to deal with any exterior angle, isn't it? All the angles are interior angles, but the interior angles are given in terms of variables. See, 2x and 3x in terms of variables, isn't it? So what can I do here is, according to angles and property of a triangle, what do we know? I know that all the three angles, when you add all the three angles, you'll get 180 degree. So that is what I have done here. See, 2x plus 3x plus 90 equals to 180 degree. Now I know that these two terms are like terms, so 2 and 3, 5x. I've taken 90 to the other side on the same line, plus becomes minus. I'm sorting the variables as well, the variables and the constant as well, isn't it? So 80 minus 90 is 90. Again, I've skipped few steps as well. Okay, these are also very important. In order to save your time, you have to skip few steps as well. Okay, and it's not mandatory that you have to write each and every step. Okay, steps are important, okay, but you need to figure out how you can skip few steps as well. Because see, on the next line, what's the what's the point on writing the same, that is 5x equals to 90 again, and then x equals to 90 or 5? You could have gone to the same result, isn't it? So that is what I am doing here. Okay, I've just skipped few steps. So 5 to the other side, 90 divided by 5, that is 18 degree. So I got the value of x as 18. 5 1 times 5. Oh no, it's not 18. 5. Oh no, yeah. 5 1 times 5. 5 8 times is 40. Yeah, 5 8 times is 40. 18 degree, isn't it? Now, still we haven't got the unknown angles, because see, the unknown angles were denoted with 2x and 3x, not with simply with x, isn't it? We need to find the unknown angles. So therefore, I have written the unknown angles are 3x. Now you know the relation between 3 and x, it's into, and we got the value of x as 18, isn't it? So 3 into 18, that is 54 degree, and another angle, that is 2x, is equals to 2 into 18, that is 36 degree. Okay, this is how we got all the interior angles of the triangle as well, because one of the angle was already given as 90 degree, isn't it? Okay, so I hope you have understood today's lesson. Okay, so stay tuned in for more updates and videos. Okay, so and what I want you to do is, please try the remaining sums as well. Okay, try a few extra sums as well, and I want you to note down the basic points, that is the basic points from your previous video as well. Okay, I want you to note it down all. Okay, note down it all. Okay, so okay, then see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Okay, and bye bye.